Hi everybody, how's everybody doing today? This is Ladybug and welcome back to my channel. And I just wanted to show you that I've done two squares on my red covered bridge. And we are continuing to work on this side now. So let's get started, shall we? What I'm working on is the symbol that looks like what they call it, at, you know. And so they're kind of spread out. And so I'm just going to work on these. If I can get them to pick up. There we go. Here, let me see if I can get my light over here a little bit further. There we go. That way there's not such a glare. Yeah. Problem is if I don't have that light far enough over, it creates like a shadow. And it's hard to see what you're doing if you're in your tip of your pen is in the shadows. So anyhow, yeah, I watched Miss Southern Belle this morning. She was live on at TJ Maxx, and so I watched her for a bit, and then I was listening to a story on YouTube, and I decided to start working on this, and so I figured, well, you know what? I'm going to turn the story off, put some music on, and work on this canvas. Yeah. I hope y'all are having a good day. It's kind of damp and overcast and chilly right now here in North Georgia, but I'm sure it'll warm up here after a bit. Yeah. Yeah, we must be getting close to our time change. You know, at least I think we are. Oh, come on. And I'm using the pen that came with this particular painting because I have trouble picking up the ABs, and so this pen seems to help a lot. So yeah, I spent a little time this morning reading the Bible. I guess I spent about maybe an hour. I don't know, something like that. And I was reading in Matthew. So Matthew is a very interesting book. Let's put it in perspective. It kind of gives you an idea of what to look for, what to expect when the end times are here. And and we all know, I'm pretty sure we're living in the end times as it is, you know, because everything you see in the world around you, you're going, well, that matches up pretty much, you know. And so, you know, just keep praying. That's all we can do. Yeah. hoping you can see me because I'm working all the way. Yeah, you can see me because I'm working all the way across the this particular square, chasing after the ones that they look like A's, you know. So, mm, mm. And yeah, this particular uh, symbol is the color code is 935. So, yeah, but I got this top part here. I got all of that done last night. Yep, didn't take long at all. You know, I was sitting there listening to stories and diamond painting and just kept going and going and going. And before you knew it, had finished that entire square. Yeah. Yeah, I ended up doing a video on cross stitching the other night rather than filming this. You know, so I figured, well, I need to get it out and see. I show you my progress. You know, so I hope everybody else is, you know, getting some progress done on the paintings that they chose to work on. Okay. But yeah, I love this particular painting. I love all the colors. And the diamonds are so shiny. You know. So yeah, it's got a lot of ABs in amongst it. But it looks good. Let's see, is there any more? Look, there's some right there. There's 3 of them right there. Mm. Got one right there. Yeah, like I said, they're kind of scattered all over the place. Get that out of the way. Mm. Mm. Anyhow, we had pulled pork for dinner last night. And I had what I call open face. I take the pulled pork and lay it on a couple pieces of toast. And then I pour a little bit of barbecue sauce over top of it. And that's what I had for dinner last night. Yeah, my daughter made some potatoes, to go with it, but I just didn't want any potatoes, so I just had the sandwich, open face sandwich, and I left it at that. And then I got to bed. I guess it was about, I don't know, 3:30 in the morning, something like that. And Frankie woke me up at 6 a.m. as she always does. She's an early morning cat. She likes everybody to be up and doing their thing at the wee hours of the morning. And so she gets up and starts bouncing around at about 6:30 in the morning. And so, needless to say, I usually end up having to take a nap later in the day because she doesn't exactly let me sleep in the morning. Do you know what I mean? And she doesn't care what time you went to bed. You know, as far as she's concerned, you have to get up at 6:30 when she does. You know? And so anyway, I keep finding random ones here and there. So here's one. Anyhow, so I think we got them all. I think. I'm looking, so hang on a second. Yep, found one. Knew there was one here laying here somewhere. There's one. Alright, yep, there's another one that I missed. Right there. Mm-hmm. Alrighty, I think we got them all. If not, we'll just come back and fill it in if we missed one. Alrighty, let's put this one away. Yeah. Alrighty, what are we going to work on next? Let's see. How about these Y's? We got a bunch of Y's right here. Let's see. Y, number 13. Over there. 15, 13. There we go. Let me get this out of the way. And so I figured I'd work on this for a little while. And then later I may try to set up that Jesus and get that kitted up, get it ready. So yeah. Yeah, come on. I may try to do that Jesus for the Easter event and just, do the bunny rabbit later. I don't know yet. We'll see. All depends on how ambitious I am. So and this is kind of a rusty brown color. This one is. Let's see. And the DMC code is 400. So I do love these Diamond Art Club paintings. They're so pretty, and I love the drills. The diamonds are so shiny, and I'm talking just a plain drill. I'm not even I'm not even talking the ABs. I'm just talking just the plain drill. You know, they're all very, very shiny. Get over there. And yeah, you can definitely tell the difference between this and a budget friendly. You know, the budget friendlies, they're okay, they're nice, but they don't have the quality of the drills that Diamond Art Club has. And because not only are they very, very shiny and very faceted, but right, they also are very uniform in size, and they don't have a whole lot of those. I don't know what they're called, but they're like little burrs that you usually get on the budget-friendly ones. Right, these don't have that. On top of that, you don't have a whole lot of trash either. So I really do like these particular paintings. Yeah. Yeah, I did most of that that red, which isn't even all solid red, on this red area here, because it's a mixture of red and oranges, and then it's got a lot of ABs in it, and so it's really pretty. It's a nice color, shading of color, you know. Yep, Frankie just went by. She jumps on the back of my chair, and then she'll jump from the back of the chair to the bed, and then from there she'll jump on the little table that I've got, like a little ledge that's under the window. So she's constantly bouncing around. Yeah. And Lily, she's out in the kitchen with my daughter, hanging out there. So, yeah, I've got their toy that I bought from the other day. Anyway, I got that on the charger because Lily ran the battery completely dead yesterday. So, I've got it on the charger right now. Mm. 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 Yeah, we're getting there little by little. Anyhow, so I got a little bit done on my cross stitch on the Phoenix. I got a little bit done there. Not a lot, but a little bit. Yeah, I think we're done with all the Y's. Yeah, looks like it. Oh, there's one way up on the top. Way up there. Okay. And the rest of these look like U's. So, I think we're done with that one. There we go. But anyway, we're slowly making some progress. Yeah, a little bit here. So we're doing all right. Okay, what number next? How about number 9? 10, 9. We'll do the U's. Get those out of the way. Yeah. And so anyway, yeah, I gotta do some shopping and some bill paying and whatnot tomorrow, and get that out of the way. And found a set of reading glasses. They're I think it's a 5-pack, or it might have been a 6-pack. For like $11. And so I'm going to order those from Amazon, because anyhow, I'm down to one pair of reading glasses, and unfortunately, the reading glasses, they always seem to break right there on the where the earpiece it connects. And so I need to get some more. There. Let me get a sip of coffee. Yeah, I got this setup where I have this little carafe of coffee. It's enough for 2.5 cups of coffee, or 2.5 cups of tea, whichever. All right, and so what I do is I get it filled up, and then I have it's like a cup warmer, and I set the little carafe on the cup warmer, and it keeps the coffee hot, and that way I can have 2 cups of coffee, and I don't have to leave the room and go into the kitchen to get another cup of coffee. You know what I mean? So, yeah, taking in the mornings I use it for coffee, and then later in the afternoon or in the evening I use it for my tea, because I have I usually drink honey vanilla chamomile tea at night. Okay, and so when I use it for tea, it makes me about 2 cups of tea in the evening. So, alrighty, I think we got the U's. That was easy enough. Excuse me. Let's see, what do we want to work on? on, get on down there. Yeah, I like this table that I got I got it about a year ago. This table here, because it tilts about up and down. And it's like almost like a hospital table. And so I like it where it's on rollers and you can move around and I'll do all kinds of good stuff. And the surface, you can tilt it up and down. You can have it completely flat or you can tilt it up a little bit. So, let's see. Let's do the check mark. Number 44. Let's see. 44. Where are you? There we are. This is a kind of a purple. And it's 3837. Yeah. Get my little things out of there. Yeah. Alrighty. Set that right there for now. There is a lot of check marks. So. They're just scattered out, that's all. Yeah. And so anyhow. So we're working on a color purple. Yeah, sometimes that glue or whatever comes out and hangs funny from the pen. But anyhow, it was fun doing that live the other day with Sherry. It was kind of fun. I hadn't done that. Never done that before. I mean, I've gone on the panel and be on there, 30 minutes or so, but I've never done one that's my own, basically my own live. One of these days I'm going to have to figure out how to do a live on my own, But I did learn how to turn my phone, the camera. I did learn how to do it, how do I explain it? You have a front facing and then you have a back facing camera, okay? I found out while I was on the live how to move the camera from a front facing view to a back facing view. And that way I could get a better shot of what I was working on. Because the front facing, I couldn't get the holder that holds my camera to turn enough to where you could see what I was doing. Okay? And Sherry told me how to find the settings where I can set the camera from a front facing to a back facing. Well, I learned to do that the other day. So I learned something new. Yeah. Mm. Because on my camera, if you say you're doing a video, and you want to change, switch it around and go from a front facing to a back facing while you're running your video, all it'll do is turn the video on and off. Okay, so I never could figure out how to do that while I was on, using the camera and on video. Well, now I know how to do it. So, which that's a good thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of check marks in here. Yep, purple check marks. Yeah, it was like I said, I watched Miss Southern Belle this morning. She was at TJ Maxx wandering around. Had a lot of people in the chat. Let's see, there was Tia Blue, she was there, and Joan, and Star, and several others that were kind of new, or at least new to me. So I subscribed to their channels. So I got subscribed to 2 new channels, and I honestly cannot remember the name of them. I'm drawing a blank. I can't remember. But anyway, so I did that while I was there. You got to kind of help each other out, kind of thing. Last time I looked on my subscribers, I had 296, I think. So I'm almost at 300. I'm getting there. And so I'd like to know what that is that keeps doing that. I don't know. And so anyhow, get off of there. I think we've got them all, the check marks, I think. Look again, make sure. Oh, there's a couple right there that I missed. Right there. Let's see. No, I don't see any more. Nope. I see the little purple, the white slashes on a purple box. Oh, I found another check mark. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Right there. Alrighty, I think we got them. Like I said, if not, we'll have to fill it in if we find them. That's okay. Alright, next one. Whoop, give me that. The next one is kind of like a water, wavy looking lines. I don't know. Anyway, they kind of look like water. Number 22. 23. Yeah, I need to reset these where they're uh, in order. And come on, get out there. There we go. Okay, and this one's $5.50. Yeah, the color. Yeah, but this is going to be a pretty painting when it's done. Yep. And I do plan on hanging this one up. Absolutely. There we go. Looks pretty good. Yeah, I woke up this morning with a bit of an upset stomach for some reason. I don't know why, but I do. I may have to take some Pepto and get it to settle. Oh. It's always something. Yeah. Now, I'm not going to stay on here a real long time because I don't have a whole lot to talk about. So, yeah, I just can't seem to think of anything to talk about. I know my daughter took the dog to the vet, and she has pneumonia. Okay, so they've got her on antibiotics, and we're afraid that she's developing cancer, and I don't know what we're going to do if it turns out to be absolutely, positive that it's cancer. I don't know what to do because we don't have that much money, and the treatments for them, for cancer treatments, I've heard it is very, very expensive. And unfortunately, we don't have that kind of money. So we're going to eventually have to make some kind of a decision on what to do about it. So it wasn't good news, let's put it that way. So we may end up losing our boo-boo. I don't know yet. Because I don't want to put her through all of that. You know. But it's not my decision to make. It is a decision that my daughter has to make. Because it's her dog. But anyhow. So y'all keep the little dog Boo Boo in our prayers, if you would. And because she's not doing well at all. Okay, she's got pneumonia, and she has difficulty breathing, and so hopefully the antibiotics will clean that up, make it where it's a little bit easier to breathe, and then, you know, try to keep her as long as we can, you know. But unfortunately, we don't have the money to go through the cancer treatments for a dog. You know, through the, you know, all those vet bills. I just don't have the money for it. You know. So we're going to try to keep her as comfortable as possible for as long as we can. And then after that, we'll have to make some kind of a decision, I think. I think that's the way it's going to have to work. And I don't look forward to that because she's part of the family. She's our boo-boo, you know. So, anyhow. Yeah. Yeah, we got a lot of animals, a lot of fur babies here at the house. Yep, we got Boo Boo. We've got Dottie. And Dottie is a I can't remember, but anyway, it's like an Argentina type dog from Argentina. Anyhow, and then we have Nova, which is my grandson's dog, and she's a Dachshund. She's a Dachshund mix. She's not full blood. She's like 3/4 Dachshund and 1/4 Beagle, I think. But she looks and acts just like the Dachshunds. And then we have the three cats. All right, I got my 2 girls, and then we got Silver, which is the outdoor cat. You know. But anyway, I missed one right there. Number 30. Let's see, it's this one. Yep, I just noticed it. Happened to look down and saw it sitting there. There. Okay. Alrighty. Well, we've been at it for almost 45 minutes. So I think we're going to bring this to a close. And I'll keep working on it, and you'll see the progress as I go. And because I'm going to go and get it. I'm going to pour myself another cup of coffee here. So, and it's 2 o'clock. So y'all take care. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Love one another as Jesus loves you. And keep Boo Boo in your prayers, if you would. And y'all have a blessed day, and I will see you later. All right. Bye-bye.